Hi, my name's Robert. Welcome to the tour of our solar home. This home is located in Plano, Texas. This is a 4.7 kilowatt system. Produces about 550 kilowatt hours per month average and about 6.5 megawatt hours per year. We went solar for a few different reasons. One was the rising cost of electricity back in 2009 and before. The other reasons are to help try to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and also to reduce load on the grid, which is an increasing problem here in the North Texas area. This system is offsets about 2/3 of our annual consumption. That's after energy efficiency upgrades, and that's electrical energy consumption. We used to be very close to net zero. We did add a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle and converted some appliances from gas to electric that increased the consumption. So that's something to consider in the future when you're sizing systems. I'll try to link to more information, details, data, things like that. I've been collecting energy data for about 20 years now since we lived in this house, so quite a bit of data to look at and compare throughout the years and how improvements have decreased consumption and decreased cost. All right, well, let's take a quick tour of the system and see what everything looks like, and then we'll close with a few comments at the end, and that'll be it for our solar tour. Thank you. Okay, here we are on about 2/3 of the system is showing here. These panels on this side are facing south, and over here are facing west. We've got some other 5 other modules on the south side of the house. I'll show you in just a minute. This was the original system that was installed in 2009. It was a 2.25 kilowatt system that covered about 1/3 of our consumption at the time. And then once we added this and the other modules on the south side, we got up to about 2/3 is where we're at today. One feature of this system, this is a microinverter system. I'll just show you a quick close-up. This is a microinverter. These are under each panel. They convert the panel DC electricity to AC electricity to feed back to the service panel where it goes back into the house. These are the other south-facing panels. 15 of the modules out of the 20 all face south. The 5 west-facing help offset energy in the evening hours, which is really good, especially here in Texas when we're running the air conditioning in the evening hours or afternoon evening hours a lot. We move on down a little further here to the other electrical components of the system. Here we have a combiner box basically, and this is an AC circuit combiner box that comes from all those arrays up on the roof and then feeds down through here through a disconnect switch through a meter, which is typically was typically put in years past, may not necessarily be there today. That's a PV meter only, this one right here. This meter over here is the utility meter. It's what measures the incoming and outgoing energy, which is a real important part of the system and the economics. We are credited for all our energy that we feed back to the grid. And again, that's an important part of the economics of the system. We do not have a net metering law here in Texas, but fortunately our retail electric providers do provide and pay us back for energy that's fed back to the grid. All right. So that was a tour of the system, all the components of the system. Just a few closing thoughts. When you're considering solar and or energy efficiency upgrades for your home, do consider all the benefits. There's economic benefits long-term normally. There are environmental benefits, obviously, with greenhouse gas emissions reduction. And then energy independence and stability is also something to consider when you're looking at these systems. With any a venture into this, energy efficiency is always the first step. Reducing consumption will reduce the system size that you need, and a part of that thought process, though, is to consider what you're going to do for the future. If you're going to get an electric car or increase consumption in the future, you may want to consider that. I will link to more info in this video, or at the bottom of this video, and I appreciate you taking a quick tour of our 4.7 kilowatt system here in Plano, Texas. Thank you.